Now it's that time of year again where I started doing the FIFA 18 upgrade videos, the downgrade videos, you know, the stuff that I've been doing for years. Now it's not new to my channel, like I say, I've been doing this for quite a few years now, to be honest. I've been in the game of YouTube now for a few years anyway. But today's one is going to be specifically, you know, on upgrades, alright? Now, like I say, we're going to do a downgrade video coming up, okay? If you guys want to see the top 5 biggest, or top 6, top 7 downgrades FIFA 18 predictions, drop a like and a thumbs up down below. If we get 3,000 likes on this video, I'm going to bring it to you this weekend, okay? It's going to be interesting and it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to doing these. I've been doing these for ages and I've said that like twice already, but I'm just buzzing to do them because they are pretty fun. Now, what I've put in this video, not necessarily going to be obviously what it is. We know these players are going to get upgrades, okay? But we don't know by how much. So you can join me in the comments down below. Who out of these players is going to get the biggest upgrade? Now, the first one's actually Tom Davies, alright? Now, a lot of people suggested this on Twitter. A lot of Premier League fans, certainly West Ham. No, not West Ham. Everton fans. What am I even on about? I'm just in I'm in a weird mood. Now, everyone knows Tom Davies, you know, burst onto the scene this season with Everton, doing pretty well, scoring against teams like Man City, etc., etc. Like I say, Tom Davies, right, this year, he's had centre mid cards he started the game with a 58, then he got upgraded to a 64. Now, what we're seeing on the left, guys, is obviously a 64 rating, but what we're seeing on the right is his FIFA 18 new card. Now, the interesting thing about this guy is I've given him a plus 10 upgrade, so I've sent him from a bronze to a silver, but right on the edge of gold, like, you know, he's not quite at the gold yet, so I've given him that one rating less. You've got to remember, this guy's still 18 years of age. You know, he's had one good season, but a 10 upgrade is still pretty decent. It's still, I'm sure he'd be happy with that. I'm sure he's a FIFA player. I've enjoyed watching this guy play, to be honest, this year. He's got a really like down-to-earth sort of sense of humor or sort of like personality. He's like pretty known for having his socks pretty low as well. But anyway, regardless of that, Tom Davies plus 10 upgrade FIFA 18. What do you think about that? I think it's very much possible. I don't think EA will give him that gold card, but I certainly think they'll give him that top end of the silver card. And yeah, he does deserve it, to be fair to him. Now, we got potentially the most expensive player in the world next, okay, if the transfer goes ahead, but he's in talks of a contract extension at the minute. Now, we've got Mbappe, alright, there's talks of like £180 million transfer for this guy, but, you know, that's not really what we're talking about here today. We're talking about how good of a season he had last year and what his new FIFA 18 rating is going to be, obviously, next year, next game. Now, he's had an upgrade. No, he hasn't had a normal upgrade. According to this, he's only got a 71 rated normal card. All the other cards after that are all special cards. He's got cards as high as 89 rated team this season cards. He's got 84s, 81s, 74s and stuff like that. So what is his rating going to be? Well, as you guys can see on the right, I've given him a pretty good upgrade, a plus 10 once again, same as Tom Davies, okay? He's gone from 71 to an 81 rated card. Not bad for like a 17-year-old, right? Not bad. That would make him the highest rated 17-year-old in the game, probably. Maybe ever from FIFA's been started. So I'm like pretty interested in this one, to be fair, because like I say, this guy is going to be one of the most expensive players in the world if the transfer goes ahead. And I've given him, you know, sort of like, he's got an 81 rated card so far this year as like an inform or whatever, so I've given him a normal 81 rated card. Do you think I've been too generous though? A lot of people in the comment section are going to say this guy's still 17, he's had one good season, blah 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 blah, but it's not just been one good season like Tom Davies. This guy's done it in the Champions League against the biggest clubs in the world as well, and his team, okay, won the league. So yeah, I think he's a bit more than just a season wonder. There's no wonder every single big club in the world wants Mbappe, but they just maybe can't afford him. They want like a 200 mil for him or something crazy. It's time to move away from Mbappe, I believe, to the third player, an actual Arsenal player this time. And you're thinking, Rossi, they didn't really have a great season. You know, they finished 5th or whatever. Which player deserves, you know, one of the biggest ratings maybe in FIFA 18? Well, it's actually Rob Holding, alright? The young English centre-back's come forward this year and he's, to be honest, done pretty well. Now, I think Arsene Wenger was actually correct in saying, just because this guy hasn't got a £50 million price tag on him, blah, 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 why is he not getting the sort of credit that a young English talent deserves? Well, I think that's actually a pretty good point. 21-year-old has had a pretty good season at Arsenal this year, come forward in their new, like, back three or whatever they've been doing, and he's got a 67 rated card at the minute, and I've given him a gold card. So, do you think I've been too generous? I mean, it's a pretty big upgrade once again, plus 8. Not quite as big as Tom Davies, not quite as big as Mbappe, but still, obviously, pretty interesting. Like I say, just because this guy didn't get sold for 50 million, blah, 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 he can't help that. That's not his fault. And just because he's not getting enough media coverage, blah, 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 yeah, I don't know. But anyway, Rob Holding for the third upgrade. What do you think? Now, next up, we've got someone who's actually not in FIFA, I don't think, in FIFA 17. So the upgrade is going to be huge because he's probably got like a, you know, on the database, like a 40 or 50 rated card. I think I've given him a 50 rated card, as you can see on the left in a minute. Now, it's actually Ryan Sessegnon, okay? I haven't forgotten about this guy. Everyone's going to say, Rossi, fair play play to you for bringing this guy up, because everyone thinks I avoid championship football, everyone thinks I don't really care about it, but I do, and I've seen this guy's had a pretty good season. Now, he is young, of course, I don't even know, 17 years of age, so same age as Mbappe. Loads of teams have wanted him, okay? He's played 25 games for Fulham already at left back and scored 5 goals. 5 goals from left back. He's had a pretty good season. I think a lot of them were when he was 16 years of age as well, so he deserves an upgrade, of course. Liverpool wanted him, but he signed a new deal, okay, at Fulham, which I think is probably a good move for his development, so I've given him a plus 10 upgrade once again to a 60 rated. So he's a decent silver card, you know, not the best, but decent. He's only 17 years of age. He's got a long career, long future ahead of him to get that rating up and up and up. I've been really interested in seeing this guy, to be fair, because like I say, he's been like, I don't know, not even in FIFA. He's been, you know, in the championship. He's been a left back scoring loads of goals. Just an overall quite an interesting player, and I think one that deserves a mention. Because at the minute, we've got 3 players on plus 10, alright? 3 players on plus 10. Out of them, which do you think I've been too generous for? Which do you think I've been too harsh on, maybe? I don't know. I don't think I've been too harsh on any of them. Certainly not. But you may say, Rossi, you've missed out this, or you missed out that. I think this guy's the best, or going to get the biggest upgrade, which is fair enough. You can let me know in the comment section down below. But for the next player, we're going to move away to a different league, right? It's actually the Bundesliga this time. We're going to take a look at a player that's actually American, doing pretty well at Borussia Dortmund. Christian Pulisic. Have I pronounced that right? Hopefully. Now, he started the game with a 69 rated card. He got an upgrade to a 74 rated card, which is on the left-hand side, which you can see. But obviously, he's going to have a better card than that. We're going to see him in the golds next year. We just have to. We've seen him have a very, very good season. Obviously, Dortmund last year sent him up to an 88 rated team in the season card. Now, where do we think he's going to be normal card? Well, I think maybe an 80 rated card, so plus 6. Not as big as Tom Davies, not as big as Mbappe, not as big as Ryan Sessegnon, but of course, you know, he's a bit higher rating or whatever than some of them, so he's got less, you know, room to go up, if you like. But Pulisic, you know, one of America's biggest talents of football, got to be said, he just has to be. It's going to get a pretty hefty upgrade for FIFA 18, it's a guarantee, but will he get that plus 6 that I've predicted him to get? Well, we'll have to wait and see in September, won't we? Americans must be buzzing about this guy, to be fair, because like I say, he's doing bits in obviously European leagues. He's, you know, pretty well known on the map now, especially on FIFA. The FIFA guys love him. But if he can do the bits in the Champions League and stuff like that in Europe, blah 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 blah, then yeah, he's gonna be even more well known. I'm gonna hit you with a shock one for the last player. This is one that you probably are not expecting, but I'm gonna mention it because I do think it's worth a mention. He's had a very, very good season at Tottenham, and it is actually Son. Now, Son has had a very good season at Tottenham. He's got so many cards. Shall I tell you how many cards he's got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different Ultimate Team cards. Okay, stretching from 78 to 90 rated. That's right, he actually has a 90 rated inform. That's how many informs and stuff he got this year, and he got a player of the month, etc. Son is very, very good, and I've given him an upgrade. It's a little bit ambitious. I don't know if he'll get to the 84 rating, but that's what I'm sort of half predicting. Like, he is that good enough to be there. He is good enough to be that high. Tottenham had a very good season last year. He had a very, 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 very good season. 84 is the top point I think he'll get to. I think realistically we may only see him get to, like, I don't know, 82 or an 83, but I think he could deserve that 84 rating. We just have to see how generous EA are and the people that pick it are. Anyway guys, this has been obviously the biggest FIFA 18 prediction upgrades that I can even think of, alright? There are more players to mention, but the next episode is going to be downgrades, which is going to be very, very interesting because not everyone's had a good season like these boys. A lot of people have had bad seasons, so we're going to take a look at that and highlight the worst players, okay, that have had the worst seasons in next episode. Now, very briefly, before we end the video, I'm going to take a look at all the players upgrade so far, pluses and whatever, and we're going to just pick, well, I'm going to pick 1 out of the 6 that I do think will get the biggest out of them all. I know I've picked 3 on the same rating, but which one will just about edge it? Now, it's really tricky for me out of Tom Davies and Mbappe and Ryan Sessegnon. Well, Ryan Sessegnon I'm not going to count, so it's going to leave me down to 2 options, okay? Now, the reason why I'm not including Ryan Sessegnon is because he doesn't have a FIFA 17 card, so I've predicted a 50 rating from last year and a 60 from next year, just because, I don't know, I wanted to mention him, alright? So the 2 that I really want to look at and really want to feature is Mbappe and Tom Davies. Now, this is a really, really crazy shout, but I do think it's going to be Tom Davies. It's going to get a big upgrade than Mbappe, but hear me out and hear my reasons why I do think so. Now, he's got more room to get upgraded, okay? His highest rated card is 64 at a minute, whereas Mbappe's is 71, okay? So there's, like, you know, 7 rating difference already between their highest rated normal cards on FIFA 17. And obviously, the higher you are, the harder it is to get up, all right? There's a big jump from 60 or 64, whatever Tom Davies is, to 71. There's such a big jump. Now, taking Tom Davies for 74 is very realistic, because that keeps him in the silvers and not in the golds, which I think he probably deserves. But Mbappe, at 17 years of age, getting an 81 rated card, I think it's less likely than, obviously, Tom Davies getting a 74 rated. Now, of course, I could have talked about the other players in a bit more detail, because I have forgot, like, Pulisic, I have forgot Rob Holding, and who was the other one I forgot? Who was the actual other one I forgot? Let me just check. Obviously, Son. There we go. There's the 3 that I have forgotten about. Now, for, like, Son, for example, it's going to be really, really hard for him to get the highest rated FIFA card. Like, I'm just going to come out and say it. It's not possible. He's too too higher rated as it is so far. I think even Rob Holding and Pulisic, okay, are even maybe too high to get that plus 10 upgrade. They're already too higher rated, whereas the other ones just are not. So guys, out of the 60 players you've seen so far, one player for you that will get the biggest upgrade in the comment section down below. Now, the person with the biggest or most votes up is gonna win, all right? I don't know what you're gonna win, but you're gonna win, all right? You're gonna be the top of the comments. I'll pin your comment as well. It's just whatever down there. Also, you can check out GetGripped. There'll be a link in the top right, left, right, and corner. Obviously, you can use Rossi 5% off. I don't know why I mentioned this at the end of the video, to be fair. Usually, I mention it at the start, but if you want a custom controller, GetGripped. Oh, yeah, it's over there. It's in the comments. It's just everywhere. It's everywhere. But anyway, guys, take it easy. Hope you've had a very, very good day. Make sure you check out yesterday's video as well, because that's a pretty interesting one. I'm out. Has been as always. Peace.